It's Saturday, June 22nd, time for another Fireside Chat with Dizzy, and there's the fuzzy little puppy. And of course the horses. And I'm asking myself, why in the world am I having a fire tonight? Unofficial temperature for today, 105 degrees. It did not feel good being outside. I had tried to do work in the yard and in the garden, and I finally quit. I just was taking everything out of me. I was going to go in and do some work in the house, and while I got dishes done, I got my bed made, I swept the kitchen floor, made dinner. That was about it. So, speaking of making dinner, something that I noticed after my husband died is it was hard for me to make dinner every day. I would get like hamburger and split it up into enough for a meal, and then I didn't want to cook just that little bit. So what I've started doing is I started making full-size meals like I would have normally for the family. It normally gives me enough for, depending on what I'm making, 4, 5, 6 servings, and I freeze the rest. So that way, all I had to do was go and grab something out of the freezer, let it thaw out, and heat it up in the microwave. Now there are some things that I prefer to cook that I don't think they really do well that way. Like today I had stuffed peppers. I only cooked what I was eating for today. The rest is in the freezer with baking instructions on it. So that's good. And what I normally use, depending on what I'm doing, in fact I need to go to Dollar Tree to get some more containers, but I've been using sandwich bags for a lot of this stuff. It freezes nice and flat. It doesn't take up much room in the freezer. Bags are fairly cheap, and since I'm eating it before it has a chance to get freezer burned, it works very well. So, let's see. Still didn't get on the horse this week. I was going to, but it's just been so hot. The last thing I wanted to do was be on a hot horse. It is supposed to cool down some this week. They're even calling for some rain, which is good, because if we don't get rain this week, I'm either going to be having a fireside chat from my house with my fake wood stove, which I can just turn on the quote-unquote fire without having the heat, or I have a little kettle I'm doing good, kettle grill. I'll make the fire in there and still have it in the firing there, and then just put the lid on when I'm done with the fire. Because like I said, it has just been so dry. Let's see. Chickens. Ad is up. Just has gone up, so I haven't gotten any replies to that yet. Hopefully by this time next week, I will have the majority of them gone. Oh, I'm looking at a vine growing on this walnut tree here. I have a feeling that's some Burkott cucumber. I haven't seen that in a while, but just with the way it's climbing, yeah, I'm going to have to get rid of that, because that spreads and it's a pain. It gets all these little spiny quote-unquote cucumbers on it, and they don't feel too good when you get them stuck on you. I had a big problem with that years ago. I thought I got rid of it, so I don't know where this would be coming from. And I don't know why this wood's not wanting to burn, so let me take care of the fire. I have plenty of wood. This is all from cleaning in my yard that I've been doing. So if you've been watching my video, I am getting my yard clean. I said I worked on it some today. I got started on my chipping the leaves up, shutting the leaves up. The only problem is the shredder was almost out of the strings that it takes. I thought I had more than I did, and nope, I didn't. So I wasn't able to do a whole lot with it, but I did get started, and what I did get chipped up went around my some of my tomatoes, my peppers, and the eggplants. It still needs more around them. I could order them from Lowe's, or I could order them from Amazon. With Amazon, for just a little bit more, I get it's an off-brand, but it's a lot cheaper for 100 of them as compared to 40 from Lowe's. So I'll be doing that hopefully tomorrow. Let's see, house. I have actually finally come up with a way to get stuff done. I've pretty much come to a conclusion that what's making me so tired is my allergies, because I have been pretty congested, and I was reading up on it, and that will make you tired because it's harder for you to breathe, so therefore your body's working harder to get oxygen, and you get tired. So what I've been doing, I get up in the morning, I go out, I work in the garden for an hour or so. I'm almost to the point of where I can finish planting it. I come in, I eat breakfast, come out here, I feed, and then go back home, and I work in the yard until around 12:30. Come in, make my dinner. I've been eating dinner later, like mid-afternoon, and that means I'm eating basically 2 meals a day. And then give everything a chance to cool down, and while everything's cooling down, I go and I take a nap for half an hour or so. Once I get up, I do the dishes, put away the leftovers. I've been doing dishes every day. It's shocking. I can't tell you when the last time was I did that. And then I work on the house. My bedroom has been clean, the kitchen clean, of course the bathroom's clean, but you can actually see the floor in parts of my living room. I will be doing a video on that on Monday. So, got flies crawling all over me. It's supposed to be hot tonight. I am hoping it's cooler out here. Got the tent set up. I am camping out, so this video won't be posted until tomorrow because it takes forever to download out here. And the last thing is, I don't know if I mentioned it before, is my sister unfortunately called when I was in the hospital in December. Her husband was in the hospital and he was not doing well. They wanted her to sign a DNR and she wouldn't do it. Well, she called me this afternoon. He's passed away. I feel so bad for her. She lives in Florida. I cannot fly because of the Meniere's. It's instant vertigo attack. And since I'd be by myself, there's just no way I could fly. It would take me a minimum of 2 days to get down to her driving. I just don't have the time because, I mean, it's 2 days down there, 2 days coming back, spending whatever time I spent with her, and I just can't do it. I just feel so bad about it. So if you all could just remember her in your prayers. We've just had so many losses recently. For those of you that may not know or may not remember, my friend Mom H, her sister was married to my brother. I'm not sure how many years ago it is now that she's died. But it was, I think she was 48 going on 49 or 49 going on 50. She had a heart attack. We think it was caused by a medicine she had just started taking. So she passed away. Like I said, but that's been years. But then shortly after Mom H moved down to Kentucky, her father died. She had to come up for that. Then we lost her oldest sister. I think she came up from Kentucky for that. Then my mom died. Or did my mom die and then... No, my mom died and then her sister died because I took my dad to the funeral for her sister. And then, of course, my husband died. And then my father died. Then my brother-in-law died. And I had an aunt that died. And now another brother-in-law. So it's just been a rough few years. And at times like this that I really, really, really... I think about heaven. And it's just... I can't wait to get to heaven at times to just see those that have gone before that I miss. So... I don't know that any of my friends are going to join me because I said I am having this a night early. I still need to collect eggs. But since I was setting up the tent, I wanted to get that done before it got dark out. So that's it for me for tonight, and I'll talk at you later.